Hello everyone, I'm Sharon from Department of Mathematics. In this video, we are going to learn about angle and its types. First, what is an angle? If two rays have a common endpoint, they form an angle. I repeat, if two rays have a common endpoint, they form an angle. If two rays forming an angle are called the arms of the angle, the common endpoint is called a vertex of the angle. These are marked in the figure that given in the right side, so we can verify that. Now, types of angles. Depending upon the position of the arms, there are different types of angles. There are six common types of angles, and they are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complex angle. For acute angle, the angle should be less than 90 degree. For right angle, the angle should be exactly 90 degree. And for obtuse angle, the angle should be greater than 90 and less than 180 degree. For a straight angle, the angle should be exactly 180 degree. For reflex angle, the angle should be greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Now, by comparing and relating two different angles, there are some other angles in geometry. They are complementary angles, supplementary angles, adjacent angles, linear pair of angles, vertically opposite angles, transversal angles. Now, we will see one by one. The first is complementary angles. If two rays are complementary, if their sum is on 90 degree, two angles are complementary if their sum is 90 degree. For example, if now see the figure, if angle ABC equal to 64 degree and angle DEF is equal to 26 degree, then angles ABC and DEF are complementary to each other because angle ABC plus angle DEF is equal to 0. Adding the both the angles 64 degree plus 26 degree, we get 90 degree. So these two angles are called complementary angles. Now the next one is supplementary angle. This is similar to the complementary angle with some minor difference. Uh, Two angles are supplementary if their sum is 180 degree. For example, if angle ABC equal to 110 degree, then and angle XY is equal to 70 degree, then angles ABC and the angles XYZ are supplementary to each other because angle ABC plus angle XYZ equal to 180 degree. Now adding 110 and 70, we get 180 degree. For a complementary angle, we have to add the sum 90 degree. But here the sum is 180 degree. This is the one difference between the complementary and supplementary angle. Next is adjacent angle. Two angles are called adjacent angles if they have a common vertex and they have the common arm. The common arm lies between the two non-common arms. These three rules to be followed for an adjacent angle. Now the next is linear pair of angles. If a ray stands on a straight line, then the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree. I repeat, if a ray stand on a straight line, then the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree. We already seen about the adjacent angle. An adjacent angle should have the common vertex and common arm, and another two non-common arms. So, if we ray stand on a straight line, then the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree. We then say that angle so formed is a linear pair. For example, now look at the picture. Angle AOC in the first figure, angle AOC plus angle BOC equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle AOC and angle BOC are form a linear pair. And now consider the second figure, angle XYZ and plus YYZ equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle XYZ and YYZ form a linear pair. Now the next one is a vertically opposite angle. If two lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. Now look at the figure. Here the angles. POQ and SOR are equal. Also, the angles POS and QOR are equal. Now, transverse angle, a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points, is called a transversal of those lines. It may be a parallel line or or any other two lines. If a line that cuts two lines, then we had here eight angles. These angles are called transversal angles. Um, I hope you all understood the topic. Thank you.